right, welcome everybody to the Purple Potion Podcast. My name's Justin Grimes. Who else we got here today?
Got Chris.
We got Dimitri.
Just kidding. Alex is always
I didn't
driving.
know who was going next.
We also have Hulk and Alex.
Yeah.
There you
Yep.
go.
Welcome. Thank you guys so much for having me join on this. This is the first episode that we have on here. Let's see. Yep.
This is our real first episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
on the new channel, the Purple Podcast, Purple Potion Podcast, Purple Potion Podcast, sponsored by G Fuel.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Use code Purple Potion at checkout to save 30% off your order.
Wait, is that legit? Hold up.
This is a test ad. Okay, this is just a test. G Fuel, if you do want to sponsor us, though, please. And if G Fuel, you don't want to sponsor us, Gamer Subs, we're looking at you. So either way, not really sponsored. Although I am drinking a G Fuel right now. It's the berry bomb flavor. Ooh, it's pretty good. 0 sugar, 0 calories. G Fuel.
Mhm.
So, today is February 4th, 2023. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot of game news, some reviews, and we'll just be chit-chatting. So, strap in and have a good time. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Much appreciated, folks.
So let's start it off with what is everybody looking forward to this in the next couple months is releasing?
Well,
I'm looking for RE4. Despite me not seeing the gameplay yet, I'm gonna check it out later on YouTube. But I'm looking forward to that because the last two Resident Evil, minus Resident Evil 3 at launch and stuff, but Resident Evil 2 and 3, were pretty good. At 3 after a little bit, but 2 was the start of it. I don't know if they're going to use the same engine and stuff. My hope is they're probably going to use it, but it's pretty good. Looking forward to it.
Game looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, game looks great. Personally, that Hogwarts Legacy game looks pretty cool. For that one, though, I think I might just wait for reviews before I go ahead and pick it up, because I've heard a lot of mixed things. And based on the gameplay I've seen so far, it's just been flying around and a couple of battles. And the battle mechanics look pretty cool. But all that said, we'll see what the scope of this game actually is, I mean, if it's open world and you can go anywhere you want, and it's, sort of a true to life setting for the Hogwarts, Harry Potter sort of universe, it could be really interesting. But again, we'll just wait to see some reviews first.
I just want to hit people with stupefy and make them feel stupid.
Stupid.
Mhm.
Guardian Leviosa, stupid.
I just don't know what they could do to mess this one up. To be honest.
Well, yeah.
Maybe some bugs day
realistically,
one.
like people's expectations for this game is.
You should see all the expectations people are throwing out there. Jesus.
I heard it was coming to Switch later. I don't know how that's going to play out.
Yeah, in June.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out later this year on the Switch. Honestly, at this point, I'm not very hopeful with any Switch ports, especially for modern titles.
Alan Wake was pretty atrocious.
And how is that possible for a game that came out 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
It shouldn't at all. But it did.
It was worse than the 360 port. And then the Switch is a lot more powerful.
It came out on 360. How do you mess that up? You can run Crysis on the Switch. Is it just a bad porting job or what? I don't get it. I mean, honestly, at this point, I think if they're porting modern games to the Switch, they should do what they did with the Game Boy Advance. Make a separate version that's scaled down a bit.
Why didn't they just use the 360 version? Why'd they have to go with the remaster? Because you're sitting there on limited memory with the remaster version. It's insane. Even though they scaled down the textures all the way, they still could have just used the last gen ports. It's
could've.
A lot of developers nowadays
Sorry, guys, we lost it.
Yeah, a lot of developers nowadays. I mean, especially Grid Autosport coming to the Switch and stuff. That was a perfect port. That was a
great
fantastic
title
port
on the Switch.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
analog controls aside, right?
yeah, and look at Alien Isolation as well, dude. Like that came out. That's another good port. Why'd they mess this up? You know, and that's what's worrying me about like Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch. Grant, I'm probably gonna pick it up because I'm a tech whore, just because. But still,
Yeah. I mean, in this
I
day
think
and
it just
age-
comes down to money at that point.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, how much effort they want to put into porting it. Well, I mean, also another problem with Switch games is that if you don't port with the game in mind, you're always gonna have a really bad port. Like if you don't work on it, knowing that your original game's gonna be on the Switch, just forget about it. It's gonna run like butt.
But
You know.
doo-doo. Yeah, and you know, we'll see what a future Nintendo system will hold when it comes to porting games like this, but you know,
man,
the third-party support for any Nintendo console, especially when it's new, has always been hit and miss. You know, I'm happy they're porting these games now, but they just run like doo-doo butter. So
we're still waiting for Fallout games, man. What
Yeah.
What is Bethesda doing, dude? I know they've been thinking about the Switch. They have, but they just don't want to do it yet.
They're busy with Starfield, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
Bethesda's just chilling with Skyrim, bruh. They just want to milk Skyrim into the ground.
They already put
They
Skyrim,
put Skyrim on the Switch, yeah.
And they remastered it and put it on
They're
the
gonna
Switch,
do it
and
again.
runs worse.
Watch.
It
They're
runs
gonna
worse.
call it Skyrim. They're gonna call it Skyrim 2.0, bro.
Skyrim 2.0.
Nah, it's not
Skyrim.
gonna be
Oh
called
shit! Here we
2.0.
go again.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Shit,
Edition.
here we go again.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I was about
You
to say
forgot
that.
to follow the damn train, CJ.
Oh, that's the wrong game.
No, it's insane. The cartridge size they have to think about as well. How much? Because I don't know how big the game's going to be. I'm guessing from the looks of it, mostly games nowadays are hitting between 50 and 100 gigabytes. So they would have to either.
You also got to consider there's higher resolution textures, man.
Yeah.
Like if it weren't for those textures, those games would be smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also another thing. Like if you go and compress those textures, you know, if they can get that Hogwarts game to be 15 gigs, I'll be really surprised.
Yeah,
Dude, that would be cool. That would be cool. I would love to.
If it is
be
15
able...
gigs, then I'm really worried
Hey,
about it.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Mm.
This is the first game that I've ever seen a deluxe version of a game sell out
Yeah.
rather quickly.
Because I think partially
Check
because of
Amazon.
the early access. That's a big
Same.
part of that. I think
Well,
if
yeah.
you get the deluxe version, you get 3 days early or something. Which, you know,
Yeah.
the NBA games do. The Madden games do that too. It's mostly
But they don't
EA
sell
anyway.
out.
That's true. They'll never will.
Well, it's because they print so much of them. They know they got you in their pocket. You know, it's whatever.
Right. Did you guys ever play the Harry Potter games like way back in the day? Like the movie
Hell
games?
yeah.
They're pretty
Yeah, they're
good.
great.
Chamber of
Yeah.
Secrets was awesome.
Yeah,
You know?
the first like 3-4 games were good.
Yeah. I didn't play any of the
And
like
then
Order of the Phoenix.
after
or
that, they
anything,
fell off
but-
a cliff.
Yeah.
I think it was Gauntlet of Fire, but it was like a Resident Evil style camera. I don't remember. I played it on the Game Boy Advance. It was really impressive for it being on there.
I didn't really like number 4 that much.
Yeah. Yeah, the first 3 are goated, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Harry Potter's always has always had good games and stuff. So I'm guessing fucking Hogwarts Legacy is going to be really good. And like I said before, I wasn't even thinking about getting it until I actually saw gameplay. Now I kind of want to get it.
Yeah, gameplay looks decent, but again, the scope of the gameplay is relatively small. So I want to kind of see what those reviews say about the rest of the game experience.
So what's
you
the limiting factor really that you're seeing? Like, what is it?
They showed off gameplay where you're just kind of flying around the open world on a broom, which looks good, you know. And then they showed another sequence that was like a magic duel against some monsters and stuff. And the way that kind of looked reminded me a little bit of like Bloodborne as far as the setting goes, because it's very, you know, dingy, you know, chamber sort of style to it, you know. Kind of reminded me of that, where you're just kind of flipping magic to kill the enemies. Although I really hope it's not just like a, you know, spam this magic spell and you win type of game. I want some strategy.
Like an actual combat strategy. Like, oh, this I know will counter this spell or something.
Yeah. but we'll see. We'll see how that game turns out. It is also Steam Deck verified, so it will
I saw
run on
that.
Steam Deck.
I saw
perfectly
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Damn, I wonder how well it's gonna run. What the heck?
I'm sure it'll run fine. It's
I'm
What's the
going
specs
wands
on it? Let me look
blazing,
up.
bruh.
Let me look up the
One's
specs real quick.
blazing.
Let me look up the specs.
Yep. That's just coming out next week? It's coming out pretty soon.
Legacy, yeah, because they should have the system requirements still up.
Yeah, next week, like on a Tuesday, right?
Because
Or
I
not
can
Friday.
I can pretty much tell you if let me see. No, fucking God. Whatever, this works.
Yeah. What about the rest of y'all?
Let me
What are you
see.
looking forward to?
Atomic
You already
Hearts.
stole mine, bro.
Atomic Heart,
Sorry.
yeah.
Atomic Hearts.
Yeah, other than
That
that
game
one.
is looking good. I don't know what you guys think about it, but it looks
I haven't seen much, but I know it's going to be on Game Pass at release, which is pretty cool.
And that one is coming out fairly soon, actually.
Yeah,
February
21st.
21st. I'm picking that up, Dimitri. We're both playing that.
We're both playing it? All right.
Yeah, we're both playing the crap out
I'm
of
gonna
that.
watch you.
Yeah, I'll put a stream up.
Yep, I know nothing about it, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
What game?
Okay, it's just Atomic Hearts.
Yeah, I'm grabbing that.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's basically like
Just take
It
it look
looks-
like a mix of Fallout and Bioshock.
Fallout and Bioshock and Soviet Russia. I don't know.
Anything if you guys want to know about the recommended, it's not that hard to run. You need like a GTX 1080 Ti, 16 gigs of RAM on an Intel Core i7. It's not bad. So I think it'll be fine on the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With the 1080, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're good on
February
that.
21st. Keep that one marked
Yeah.
on the calendar. So
It's
that's
not-
good.
Not like Forspoken where it requires you to buy a whole nother fucking
Man,
computer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm really hoping it doesn't. This doesn't disappoint, dude. I'm like, I will no longer have faith for a while. I'll be burned. It better be good, man.
I feel like it'll be good. The trailers look good. The fucking I'm trying to reduce cussing. Sorry. The trailers look good.
Demonetized.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Wait. But dude, these nuts look good.
Oh, I'm gonna bleep all this.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. That'll be very nutty.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey,
Yo,
you know what?
Dimitri, come on.
You know what else is coming out this month?
What?
It's had a lot of hype. PSVR 2.
Does it
Bruh.
have hype? What hype?
I'm not.
I don't know.
What hype?
Look, I
I'm
mean,
never
it's a
going
new
into-
consumer level VR headset, right? I mean, the last big one that released was the Quest 2,
Okay, but why is it $600? That's what I want to know.
because
Eye
PlayStation.
tracking. Eye tracking. We're selling you the eye tracking.
That's actually kind of a big deal. I mean, I don't know if y'all have played the Quest 2, but that is kind of something that's
I
lacking in there.
understand. I understand the significance of it, but I don't understand the significance of $600. All right, like you're selling a console, and then you're selling that for literally more than the console, and
Yeah.
you still have yet to drop like money on a game
And you know what?
on that console.
It's not
And
even
you can't
wireless. So
It's not wireless. You can't even play your current existing library of PSVR games. Then what is like? It just
not wireless.
Just like it's such a it's such a bad like trigger
Yo.
pull. Like you have to have that expendable income.
That
To,
shit
like,
ain't
but a
wireless.
lot of
dog.
expendable
So-
income.
if you get the PSVR 2, what comes in the box? Is it just the headset, or does it come with like
It's-
motion
No,
controls
it
too?
comes with the controllers, right?
Well, no, I believe they're
No?
doing two. I believe they're doing
Oh.
two different things. You could buy the headset by itself,
Right.
and you could
Or
buy
buy it with the controllers.
with the controllers, and that's I think what you want. Let me
Like, what, an
let me
extra
double check
$100?
those.
PS3 ass controllers. Yep.
Oh, no.
No,
It's not the
they're
ass
new.
ones. They got new ones.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
new.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I'm giving this headset, the stuff that they're doing is new. You know, it's not that they're reusing stuff. My issue with them is that they can't make your current existing library part of it. It's just it makes it you're
Yeah,
limiting.
What's
it's
the
very
reason
limiting.
you can't play Iron Man VR on PSVR 2? There's no real reason, you know? It should just work out of the box.
Yeah, I don't get that. Is the PSVR compatible with the PS5?
I think it is.
Yeah.
The original
First
one?
yeah. The first one?
Yeah.
First VR? Yeah.
As long as you have the adapter for the camera,
So say for instance
is
you
free.
go and get a original VR back in the day, and the new one comes out. You have to switch out VRs
Okay.
just to play certain games. It's
So
stupid.
you want to know the price for it? So if you buy the headset itself, I guess with the PSVR 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think it comes with a pair of controllers regardless.
Oh,
I
it
think,
should.
and then
Alright.
they're selling one. So that's
With a game, right?
$549.99. That's $549.99, and the one that bundled with the game is $599.99.
Okay,
And it's
alright.
still tough,
And that's
man, because
the Horizon game. Is that right?
yeah, the Horizon game, Call of the
yeah.
Mountain. But
Not everybody
it's just
has
kind of like,
$1,000 on hand.
well, I mean, like, look,
Why would anybody
These-
buy that game separately?
these VR games need to, like, in order for someone to validify purchasing any of this hardware, these games need to step it up. Like, they can't just be little arcade bits. Like, you should be able to traverse in a world and do what you want to do,
Isn't that
just
game
like in
on
any
rails?
other game. I think it is on rails. I'm just gonna hold.
Yeah, it'd be
but
like
I-
what,
I
like
think-
Batman?
What about Half-Life
You know what I
Alex?
mean? Like,
Is that full
give
game?
me
I don't remember.
something that makes sense. Like,
Half-Life Alyx is a full game. Yeah.
Okay,
like
see, there you go.
Borderlands 2 on PSVR, fantastic idea. Skyrim, that's cool. But
Yeah.
these are games that are existing already, right? They're already existing concepts and stuff. They need to actually make something that works and on these like headsets and is like that killer app.
Right.
Without a killer app, you're not gonna sell crap.
Hey man, I thought GTA 5 with the VR was pretty dope.
GTA 5?
The
Is that a thing?
first person mode?
Yeah.
First person mode? Yeah.
Oh, you just put the first person mode and you just put the headset on?
yeah, bro. Crazy.
All right, that sounds
fine.
dope.
We gotta understand.
I was playing
limitations, though, too.
multiplayer doing that too. That was fun.
Yeah, that
We got-
sounds dope. All right.
We gotta understand at least some limitations too, as well, because like it's not like in game and stuff. It's like actually live motion. So when you're moving your head around and stuff, it's got to process everything around you.
Man, it's just the price is too
That's the
damn
thing.
high.
You know
Is
what?
that
Let me
the
let me
Quest
make a
2
seg.
It's like $400, and it's wireless, and it could play.
Yo, let me
a lot
let
of
me
the
make a
same games.
segue real quick though.
Yeah.
I've done VR on a roller coaster, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
How was that?
Is
it
that
was interesting.
VR or AR,
I'll say
though?
that. No, I meant an actual VR headset.
Right.
They use the the Samsung Galaxy phones.
Right.
Yeah, they have like a headset for that, and they strap it on. You put it on, and they ask you, "Can you see what's going on?" And then you say yes.
Oh,
And then you go around
just-
on the roller coaster. I'm not lying.
Oh,
it was
wait, wait,
crazy.
so was
It was legit.
Was it an?
Je-
I know this is off topic, but was it an AR?
No,
AR,
it was an
no?
actual VR headset. Yes.
Oh, it's so weird.
okay.
Yeah, it was.
Just-
it was really weird.
Yeah,
Justin,
they
I
actually do that.
like this.
Yeah, they actually do that with the Mario Kart ride.
It
At Super
didn't
Nintendo
last long. Yeah, but that's more of like an AR. That's not like a true
Right.
Yeah,
like
see, that's what I was
VR.
asking. AR. So okay.
Yeah, but no. Before Six Flags had like a thing with like Samsung, and they
That's
did
so
like
weird.
actual
Why
VR. Like
why did they choose?
it was
VR?
so
It's
weird.
just an AR.
It was so weird. I did it several times. Yeah, it was weird. It was
Well,
fun though, but it didn't
okay.
last.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's a roller coaster.
Real quick, Justin, I like this. I didn't see this thing you jotted down right here until I expanded it, so I like this.
Oh,
Good,
yeah.
good shit.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was just like, "Yo, all right, cool."
Speaking of roller coasters, you
What?
want to talk a little bit about that Hershey event you went to, Hulk?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What? Yeah, what? I mean, it was just like a event for this group that I'm a part of, American Coaster Enthusiasts, and it's like you get like different perks at parks and stuff, which is pretty dope. And like sometimes the parks will let us do stuff that the public doesn't get to do, which is nice. So it's pretty dope.
That's cool. That was at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, that was today. I got home tonight. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it
that's
was all
what you're
day
on.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
sounds
dope.
fun. So, what are some of the big coasters coming out? Is it like a reveal event, or like what did they go over?
Well, most of the stuff was pretty much already talked about. It's already been shown off anyway. People already know about it, but there's some good rides coming out. Let's see. You got I think it's called Big Bear Mountain down in Dollywood, which is in Tennessee.
Mhm.
It's like a family coaster, launch coaster. Looks pretty good. It's a pretty long one too. They got that opening this summer. What else? Hershey Park is opening a new coaster. They if you don't know what RMCing is, it's this company out of Idaho, and they basically take old wooden coasters and use the existing layout and pretty much make them into steel coasters, but still have the wood supports. And they make them go like upside down and do crazy shit.
Awesome. With
And,
wood supports?
yeah, it's legit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's opening this summer. And there's a couple other places that are opening things, which I can't really remember off the top of my head. I think Busch Gardens in Williamsburg is getting an indoor coaster called Dart Coaster.
Oh, like Space Mountain?
Yeah, it's gonna be inside the old building. It used to be a like a dark ride, like like a kind of like a almost like a haunted mansion type ride. Where, you get like in a little car and it kind of goes through this like, castle. It's pretty dope, but they're putting a roller coaster in there instead. So.
Did you get to ride any rides while you were at Hershey?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
It was more like just presentations from different parts around the country.
I mean, it's February anyways. The park's
but it's February.
Right?
The park, yeah. Everything's closed.
Snow everywhere.
Yeah. Actually, it's not. There was no snow.
Oh, that's good.
At least right now. But it's been cold. I mean, like yesterday was like 15 degrees with the wind chill. It felt like it was like below zero.
Oh yeah. Hershey Park has some really cool coasters though. There's one that it starts. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like red, yellow, green, and you go and you're going 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. It's like whoa.
Oh yeah, Storm Runner. Yeah, that's a nice one.
It's like a blast.
The first time I went on that, because every time I've been, it's such a temperamental ride. Those types of coasters usually they usually go down for like like issues a lot, like no reason, like stupid stuff, and like. I finally got on it, and I go on it, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. And it launched, I was like, yo, this is cool, this is good. And then the ride ended. I was like, what? That was it?
Fast one.
I was like, what the hell, bro? Like, what? It was over in like 20 seconds. It's like the ride, like it was cool. Like you go out, you go up, you go over, you do like one or two loop things, and then that's it. It's like, what? Like
it's a gunshot.
Yep, it is. It's just like the momentum is what it's all about, and then it's over. That's a fun one. And the cool thing about that coaster, too, is it's not a standard rail coaster. It's like on top of the rails. So you kind of feel it a little bit extra, from what I remember,
That's a normal roller coaster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember it being
on a track.
kind of like a box rail underneath, And it kind of sits.
Well, that's just how that one is built. It looks like it's in a box shape, but it sits on the rail. It's like a normal coaster.
Oh, okay, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been on a roller coaster in a long time. Pacific Northwest has like no good roller coasters.
Nothing.
It's a drought over here. You have to go down to California to go on any good rides. It's probably due to the weather. Honestly, it's too rainy here. Like 75%.
Well, even if it was too rainy, they'd still be able to do it. It's just probably not economical in general.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, look, they got theme parks in Canada, bro. Come on.
It's true, they do.
I've never been on a roller coaster. I'm never going to.
Really?
Bro, you coming over here? We're going on some roller coaster.
Oh, we got a special guest joining. Corster's here.
Yo, Corster, what's up?
Hey, Coaster.
What's up?
Dude, the moment I get on that thing, I'm gonna fucking either commit suicide because I know I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna fucking die puking.
But you can't. You're strapped in, bro.
Yeah, you're not doing any of that.
No, it's not that bad. You'll be fine.
It's fun, bro.
It is fun.
Look. You know what? Your first coaster, we're gonna bring you to Peppa Pig Land in Orlando.
Oh my god.
The Peppa Pig coaster. That was voted #1, I think, last year when it opened.
You're gonna have to
because all the coaster people, all the coaster nuts, nuts, they literally slammed the site to vote it #1. They literally. It beat out Velocicoaster, bro.
You're gonna have to knock my ass out, dude.
That's cool though. Speaking of coasters, hey, when's the last time we got a roller coaster tycoon game?
Oh, Planet Coaster was the last one.
Planet Coaster's great. That game's a lot of fun. And it has
Are these
console
games?
I'm hearing rumors they're gonna make a second one.
support. That's good.
I mean, would I be interested in them? Is a big question because I'm very. I guess
Plenty
I'm
of people.
kind of bizarre with certain games and stuff.
Well,
I'll like
Those
play it for a
games
little
are more
bit.
about the park management. You know,
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
not
if
just
you,
building.
it's kind of like a
coasters.
city game. Like you ever play like
Yeah.
Sims or like City, like Sim City stuff. It's
Yeah.
like that, but except
Right.
it's just for like theme parks.
Yep.
That's all.
It's pretty
Just
fun.
managing a theme park. Yeah.
I mean, you could build your own coasters.
like-
You can even ride them in first person, which is cool. You know?
Yep. I like to make people pay for the bathrooms.
Yeah. Yeah. Have people exit a ride.
You want to use a urinal? $10, bro.
Yep.
What? No.
And they don't get mad, which is funnier, bro.
Oh,
No, what
It's
you
like,
do,
yo,
if you want to do it
they're
that
like,
way,
oh, all right.
best
all
thing
right,
to do is have an exit to a ride lead directly into a pit, right? Wall it
Yeah.
off so you can't
Oh yeah,
leave.
yeah.
Put a free drink stall there, and then charge for the bathroom. So everybody gets free drinks. Everybody has to pee, and then they have to use the bathroom. Yeah, people get pissed off, you know. But
It's a setup all
No, but
wrong.
I'm gonna let you know a little secret right now. It's almost impossible to not charge anything for in those games at all. It's impossible.
yeah,
You're not gonna make any money. You're gonna fail.
yeah.
So
you need to make
you literally have to charge for everything, regardless.
except the bathrooms.
Man, dude, if
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can,
except the bathrooms, but you know.
if you
whatever.
can kill people in that game somehow, just make the ride really dangerous
You
and
can.
have people just.
Yes,
Alright,
you can.
cool, I'm down.
You
I'm
can
not
make
doing
the
that.
ride
the
that just
you can make the
launches
roller
and-
coaster just end and it goes off the track and it runs over people.
Yep.
I'm doing that. Shit. I'm buying it, dude.
There's
Fuck
even
that.
a trophy in the game, bro. I did it. There's a trophy in the game where I think you have to kill a certain amount of people with a train or something. I forget what
Yeah.
it is. I forget the name.
Now the best thing to
It's
do is
funny, I
build
was
a
like, yo.
launcher ride, which usually kind of it launches, it does a loop, and then it kind of goes back around again. But just
yeah.
don't end it. It just launches and goes right up into the air, and everybody like blows up.
I might do that.
And
Now you guys got me into it. I
Yeah, man.
like,
I think
might like
it
it
was
more
a
than
free
you
game
think.
at one point.
Games.
It was part of the PlayStation Plus. I think it was free.
Yeah, that's Planet Coaster, but there's also Roller Coaster Tycoon. The
Yeah,
first
which
two games
is
are really
trash.
good,
everybody.
that one I've heard about a
Number
lot.
4, we don't talk about that shit.
No,
Okay.
no, we don't.
Even though I have it because I got it for like $1 on Steam. I got it for $1.
Yeah.
I think they
Atari
remastered
did
the
such a
first
bad
two at
job.
1 point too, which is pretty good. They like released on iOS at least, like the
Oh yeah,
classic
yeah.
edition.
I have them. It's fun to play.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Some of those levels are pretty hard too.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yo, of course,
Some of those
we've
levels
been
they
playing,
barely give
dude.
you any money or anything. And That's what you meant.
I just started episode 4.
Wait, of what? Episode 4.
Legos. Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star-
Hey,
Oh, there you go.
hey, that's chill.
You want to do a New Hope?
Yeah.
Nice.
they go my ego.
Okay, let's see.
Since it's on Gamepass, so it's just like, whatever.
There you go. What other games coming out this month? Octopath Traveller 2. That's coming out.
Like
Everybody's just stoked for Hogwarts. Like it, yeah.
Hey, look at
yeah.
this.
Bro.
Hogwarts.
Back to Hogwarts.
Yo, we're going back around, bro.
Moving on
I
from
still love
Hogwarts.
looking at all the comments of people having those over-exaggerated expectations. It's
Right.
crazy.
It's gonna be a decent Harry Potter game. That's all there is to it. I hope it's enjoyable.
Bro, you know what? I have a feeling it's gonna be so mixed that cause all the people are hyping it up so much, they're about to get hella disappointed.
That's a
Yeah,
super
There's gonna be a
possibility.
sharp fall off.
I mean, the studio that made it, what have they made in the past? I think it was
Just
It's
Cause.
Avalanche, bro. You don't know what Avalanche is? Just Cause.
Oh, that's
There needs to be a Just Cause 5,
Yeah.
dog. There needs to be a Just Cause 5. I'm waiting for
Hey, I'm
that
always
shit.
down for Just Cause. It's a good game.
Why?
Dude, I have
Just
played
Cause
that.
Harry
Just
Potter,
Cause.
bro.
First,
I'm
second,
Gotta have
down.
Rico and Harry Potter. Is Rico gonna be in Harry Potter? That's
Yo, he's about to be a wizard.
He's about to be a bussin' wizard.
Can you grapple hook a helicopter in Harry Potter? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Maybe now.
Yo, do helicopters exist in the late 1800s?
No.
I don't know.
Just
No,
grapple
probably
hook.
not. Maybe in the wizard world, though. You never know.
Imagine having a helicopter for it to fly, not like a helicopter.
Nah, they use Da Vinci's flying machine.
Right.
Oh.
It's like a pedal system, flapping wings. Yep.
So
Yeah.
anybody excited for Octopath Traveler 2, right? No one here.
No,
Anyone here getting
not
it?
really.
No.
Look,
Not
look,
really.
I was originally
First one was
excited
good.
for the first game because of the style. 2D HD, it was like the first run of those kind of games. And, Square's been kind of hit and miss lately. I think we all know that when it comes to releasing these new 2D HD games. Live Alive was good, right? The story in that one's fantastic.
I think I'm kind of stoked for Atomic Heart. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Yep.
Atomic Hearts is gonna be a good one.
It kind of looks like a calling to like BioShock almost, like that kind of feel, with like the crazy shit they got going on in it.
Yep. Literally, yep. BioShock. The aesthetic looks fun. I just want to see what it's about.
I'm gonna grab it physically on PS5. It's because I know it's gonna be good.
Man, I have no
It'll
hope.
be
It
on
needs to be
Game
good.
Pass, so if you have Game Pass, free. So
Yep. February 21st.
Digital. I'm kidding.
Digital's fine.
Right.
That's the way of the future.
I didn't buy that Hot Wheels game, but that's going to be on Game Pass. So I'm totally gonna play
I got
it.
that shit on Switch. I got that shit on Switch, dude. I got that shit. I got that physically on Switch, dude.
Yeah, I have that on PS5. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it is good.
So
It is
on-
good, dude.
Put it
And
on
I can
fucking Game Pass now, and I have to buy it.
And I can confirm. I can confirm that the entirety of the game's on the cartridge.
Good. My goodness.
I think it does say that there's DLC or like a deluxe version that comes
Yeah.
up.
February 7th, it's on Game Pass. It'll be the Game of the Year edition.
Game of the Year version. Yep, that's
Yep.
what it is.
So you get some DLC with it. There's a lot of DLC for that game. It's a lot. But they have like different packs for like different like movies and stuff. They have like a Marvel pack and like a DC pack and stuff like that. So you get like the
I'm
Joker
down with
card.
it. I mean, like I said, I didn't buy it when it first came out because I heard some mixed reviews. But then I was like, hey, it's gonna be a Game Pass. Totally gonna try it.
Yeah, as far as racing games goes, if you're a fan of like the Turbo Mania games, it's really similar to that. As far as yeah,
Dude, I haven't heard anybody say Turbo Mania in forever.
It's
So
very
is it
similar
like
to
any-
Turbo Mania because it's got a huge track editor, and
Was it
technically
like any
you
of
can
the
drive your
other
car
Hot
anywhere.
Wheel games or no?
What's that?
Was it like any of the other Hot Wheel games?
I haven't played many Hot Wheel games.
I remember I was into the one that was like on GameCube for a long time. It was so good.
Was it Hot Wheels Unleashed? No, that's this one.
I remember what the hell.
I
that
noticed you
was.
said Avengers. That one thing, Marvel. Yo, I platinum Marvel's Avengers, bro.
Oh God.
Yeah, the
Congratulations.
Few days
man
ago.
actually did it.
He actually did it, yeah.
I did it before
did
they
it.
canceled it.
God.
he was like, I'm deleting this now, bro. Done.
Actually, just released on Game Pass a couple days ago on February 2nd. It looks like Darkest Dungeon is on Game Pass now. Great game. It's a roguelike.
Nice.
Grid Legends, the cloud version, is on Game Pass as well.
What?
Why only Cloud?
I don't know,
What?
but it's on there. So
That's
Game Pass,
GoldenEye.
you can do the cloud version
GoldenEye
of
is
Grid
on
Legends.
fucking on
No,
there.
no, no, no,
Just
no, no, no.
GoldenEye.
No, I gotta shut this down right now.
Okay.
Cloud only.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well,
So
maybe
you
they're
can't
trying to
download
promote
it?
xCloud, I mean, it's a cool
it's
service.
my curiosity. Wait. Is what year did Grid Legends come out?
Wasn't that last year?
Grid Legends.
Yeah, it was just like a 2022
so,
game, I believe.
Then yeah, why Cloud version? That's weird. Anyway, we'll move on past that. Like,
So, skipping that now.
what?
Yeah. But February will have a bunch of Game Pass games leaving as well. There's a lot of games that are going to be leaving.
What's coming in? What's coming in February?
That's
We
it.
have Darkest Dungeon,
February.
Grid Legends,
Yep, Hot Wheels and
Hot
Atomic
Wheels,
Heart. later
Atomic
this month.
Heart.
and talk about.
Atomic
That's
Heart.
that's not a bad month.
No, not bad.
Chill.
But
I mean,
they're
early
getting rid
next
of more
month is
games
gonna
than
be
they're adding.
His Wu Long is coming out early next month. Okay,
They're taking out more. Oh, I see. All right, so what's leaving?
A bunch of indie games, it looks like.
Yesterday
Yesterday,
is not, but
What? Damn, they have different dates for all of these too.
yeah, it's like throughout
Stuff
the
that's
month they're just
leaving, yeah.
dropping games off.
Yeah, but like
Contrast,
the stuff that's leaving
Dreamscaper,
isn't that bad.
Telling
It's just like a
Lies,
bunch of like
Besiege.
indies. It's not that bad.
Okay, Edge of Eternity, The Last Kid on Earth.
And usually those games, for whatever reason, come back. Like people get
Yeah,
pissed when the games leave, and then
Yeah.
like give it a couple months, and they'll just bring them back
It's
for
just
a
like
bit.
Netflix.
Yeah, it's
Autonauts,
dumb.
Game Woods Gold. I'm assuming the Total Warhammer 3,
Yep.
Wreckfest.
I still am trying to figure out like why is like a game like League of Legends being dumped onto Game Pass when it's isn't that like
It's already free, right?
It
It is
includes
free.
all of the heroes, from what I understand, but you don't get to
Really?
keep them. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's not too bad.
So it's like the
Yeah,
complete
no, that's
version, but
alright.
only on Game Pass. So if you
Oh.
go to play it
Wreckfest-
elsewhere, you don't have anything.
It's a
Wreckfest is actually really good, and I'm sad to see that go.
Right?
Wait, so League of Legends is going to be on Game Pass? That's
It's already on there.
It's
Yeah.
already on there, yeah.
That's crazy. Wait, with all the
Weird.
characters, so that's like you could you're actually playing the game at that point.
Yeah.
You're-
pretty
you're-
much, yeah.
All DLC included.
That's crazy.
But it doesn't carry over to anything else. That's kind of
Yeah, so it's not. So at least it does have at least a perk to it, right? So it's not like Epic Game Store where there was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
no,
brought
that's
Genshin
actually-
Impact, and it's like, why would you bring Genshin?
No, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
For a game like that where most people have to spend like crap ton of money to get their characters.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you still got to pay for cosmetics, right? Like fucking like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
excuse me,
the
like
base
skins
versions
and
of-
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, regardless, you still get to play whatever character, learn it, move on, and choose whoever. That's actually really cool.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a League of Legends guy. I don't hate myself enough to do
Right,
that,
but for anyone who wants
Don't
to,
hate
there it is.
myself
There's the
enough.
option. That's cool.
Yeah. Speaking of games leaving services, the PS Plus collection, the
Yeah,
PS4
but,
games
Oh, boy.
are all going to be leaving in May.
I mean, come on. If you haven't gotten them by now, there's still so many PS5s
Yeah.
out there. At this point, there's no way that you can't get a PS5.
well, at that point, they would have already been available since the PS5 launched, which is 2.5 years at that point.
yeah. It's
Wait a
been while.
minute. Wouldn't that include a Mafia Definitive Edition? That's
No.
gonna be-
The PS Plus collection was basically a set of games
Yeah, it was the
that you got for just owning a PS5.
right. It was
They
all the
basically
greatest
give you,
PS4
like, the game
games.
starter pack. Yeah.
It was like
Okay.
Bloodborne, Ratchet and Clank was on there, Uncharted 4, God of War, Horizon Zero
Okay.
Dawn.
Well, they had Bloodborne too. Woo,
Yeah, they did.
That's a hot list.
Without the DLC, but still.
I mean,
you get to play
and there
Bloodborne
was
for
there
free.
was Persona 5 as well. but
Persona
they took it
5,
out a
yeah.
while. They
Right.
took it out a while ago, but it was there.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, they took it out probably when it went cross-platform,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
makes
that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, they're all being removed on May 9th, so get them while you can, folks. It's a great
Get 'em
deal.
while you can.
I don't use PS Plus at all. Knowing me, it's like kind of interesting to know about at least.
Yep. But yeah, but PS Plus also has some games coming out. They're games with PS Plus. For February, it's going to be Evil Dead the game. Destiny 2 the Beyond Light edition, which is a bunch of DLC for Destiny 2. Not the newest one, but it does include a bunch of stuff if you just have like the base version. Could be a
Yeah,
good
you got
deal.
free stuff.
Worth picking
Yeah.
up. Mafia
Favorite game coming
Definitive
out.
Edition.
Yep. Favorite game. There you go.
Yep. Mafia Definitive Edition. PS5 and PS4 versions. And Ollie
Wait, there's
Oswald.
no PS5 version.
That's what it said on the website. The PS.
Oh, that's weird.
So
blog.
they might be releasing it. Yeah, interesting.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire to see that.
So you do have until February 6th to download last month's games, which were also excellent.
They were fantastic.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order, Axiom Verge 2, which is a great Metroidvania, and Fallout 76, which, has gotten better. So if you haven't played that one
for
yet,
free on PC for whatever reason.
yeah. So make sure you get them while you can. You have until February 6th, and then after that, you'll be able to pick up the new PS Plus games.
Mm-hmm. Fucking parent. Let's talk about the day before because I'm kind of interested about that.
Okay, so yesterday, that's the day before. Get it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, it would be the day before yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait. Are we talking about the day before or yesterday? I don't know.
I was thinking more like the day before yesterday. Dang.
Does that even exist though?
I've seen some previews on it,
It
and
happened.
like in my opinion, I've seen the gameplay, and it looks a little rough. The graphics look a little rough, and the gameplay looks a little rough, in my opinion. Somebody fucking on Facebook like had a hissy fit when I said something about it, but in my opinion,
it's a tough one, man. Because like
How
the first
dare
time
you have
they
an
showed it
opinion?
off, the first time they showed it off, I was really with it. You know, even if the name is obviously a ripoff of The Last of Us, that some about it seems like a weird ripoff.
Right.
Like, and I do like the concept. You know, open world game, zombie, varied open world game to
DayZ.
probably kill. Yeah, it's literally DayZ, right? But I like the concept. You know, whether people can do it or not is what I wanted to see. It looked good, and for a long time I didn't hear anything about it, and it just kind of fell off my radar.
Well,
and now we're hearing that they didn't even get what the licensing for their own name, like their own game. Like, it's such a fail. Like,
if you've been following this game for a while, you'll know that they have had teased a lot of different dates for either the game releasing or footage being shown or whatever. You know, they've mentioned things like beta tests and things like that. They have never met a single deadline. They always push it back. So now was the first time they actually showed some gameplay, and this game is half-baked as it gets. You know, if you take a look at the gameplay, all you see is, you know, the character model, just booty. It's just a booty. Just a booty game. You won't even pay attention to the rest of the game. It's just tight pants, booty. That's the whole game. I think they showed off like 4 zombies.
But wait,
and booty.
How many C's are in the thick for that booty though?
There's a lot of
a
lot of polygons in that booty.
I'm gonna grab that and piss off my girlfriend with it.
But how many? How does that equate to the letter C?
The what? Oh, you know, it's like a capital letter C. Twice.
Just one C?
Twice, I said.
No, just
twice.
two of them.
Cs.
And then you flip them on their side.
Yep.
And it makes
Boom.
a booty.
That's the booty. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the gameplay. That game has just DayZ with booty. That's it.
Dude, imagine me getting on that shit every day and inviting you guys to it.
Okay.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
Let's get on that shit. Hey, let's play some booty simulator.
Yeah, the game looks super generic though.
Yeah.
As far as the assets go, you know, they got like really crappy textures and things like that, but they sure focused on that booty.
Oh man, reminds me of the multiplayer of The Last of Us, where the characters are obsessed with asses. Watch my ass. Watch your ass.
Okay.
I'm planting a bomb here. Watch your
Joel,
ass.
take it easy. I was already watching your ass. Right over your shoulder. I see your ass the whole game.
Is the what is it? The factions multiplayer, like the characters in the multiplayer, just
constantly
yeah, so much ass. Relax, guys, relax.
Yeah. Honestly, this game really looks like an asset flip.
It is an asset flip, yeah.
Yep. So we'll see what happens with this game, if it even comes out. There's been a lot of coverage from all kinds of YouTubers. Voice Critical made a video about it, I think yesterday. But there's nothing there.
So I'm assuming Activision cannot stop with the harassment lawsuits.
Oh, so they made a settlement. $35 million.
Really? Okay, that's a lot of money.
To the Security Exchange Commission. And here's a direct quote. The SEC's order finds that Activision Blizzard failed to implement necessary controls to collect and review employee complaints about workplace misconduct, which left it without the means to determine whether large issues existed that needed to be disclosed to investors. So
this has been going on for a while too.
They're being shady. They're getting sued for being shady. Is literally what.
Yeah.
Well, it's sexual harassment. It's
I'm so confused as why they're being sued by the SEC, but all right.
Because it's a formal complaint.
That'd be making no sense.
I mean, they just made a settlement to drop the whole case, basically. Not necessarily admitting fault, but just closing the doors on it. You know,
Ubisoft was going through the same thing. I remember too. A lot of companies sometimes will go through this.
Companies. And Activision, it's not just Activision, Activision Blizzard,
Oh, it's the whole.
It's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's the whole entire thing. Yeah.
Soon to
I
be
don't know.
Microsoft.
I've heard something about EA,
Well.
but then it could have been false. So, but I heard something about EA and shit as well. But
It's every
I'm
game
always-
company.
Bro,
These companies
it's
have a
not even
history of
just
this sort
game
of stuff.
companies, bro. It's every company in the world,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
no, it's a different matter. Because
Doesn't matter.
I remember EA was getting sued for the microtransactions for Battlefront 2. So that's what that was. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
well, yeah. I'm glad that they, eventually amended that entire game.
The fact that they put a campaign in Battlefront 2 made me happy as it is. So
Did they?
that's why I bought it.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
they
it's
did.
a
The
partial
first one they
campaign.
didn't.
Battlefront 2 had a campaign since it came
It's
out.
a pretty good campaign.
Yeah, it's all right. The multiplayer.
I have the walkthrough up on my channel.
Oh, good. You want to promote it?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw your promotion out.
Yeah. My channel is Black Hulk Gaming. That's a capital B, H, and G. The rest is all lowercase, no spaces.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to find a way to link that. Also, you can follow Chris as well on his YouTube channel. Everything will be linked down in the description. I'll get Black Hulk's and Chris's as well.
Yep.
And then
And the only place you can find me is here. What's up?
Oh, also I do coaster POVs as well on my other channel.
There you go. Coaster
If you want it.
POVs. You just take like a
It's called
GoPro on it with you?
Yeah,
We'll put in the
bro.
link.
It's called Rowan Coaster Report.
Nice.
Well, one
Wonderful.
more time. What was it?
Rowan Coaster Report.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Is that ROWAN?
Yeah.
There you go. Rowan Coaster.
There are
Report.
spaces between each word, by the way. If you look it up, it'll come up.
Yeah.
Should be the first thing that comes up.
On the YouTube. Hey, so speaking of zombie games, Resident Evil 4, the gameplay dropped. What do y'all think about it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna look at it later.
Yeah, I didn't look at it yet.
It honestly is beyond what I expected from that game.
Yep.
To be very, very honest for you, with you,
The 2
pretty
remake
good.
was great. The 3 remake was great. And now we're on to 4.
we're on 4. But what's crazy, it's how much it is visually to me. Like, it looks amazing. The only thing I'm worried about is that maybe it'll be. It's tough. It's tough because the original game feels linear at times, right?
Right.
You know.
Definitely.
Old and archaic almost.
Yeah, man,
It's
but
still good,
it looks
though.
so good. I don't know how they could mess this one up either. To be honest.
Question. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just kind of skipped
Uh-huh.
around, checking out the graphics and things.
Do
you still have to stop to shoot?
No, I don't think so.
Thank God.
No.
Mm.
No,
the
and what's
one
cool
thing.
too. What's cool too is that you can it'll go into an animation when you knock down an enemy, and you can choose to use your knife to stab them while they're on the
good.
ground instead of just doing these measly little swipes at the dead body while they're on the ground. You can
Yeah.
actually stab them now and stuff. It looks so good. The rain, the goddamn rain,
Rain.
Leon looks so good.
Uh,
Oh man,
Yeah,
So yeah.
I'm grabbing it.
That's a cop. I'm getting that one.
Yeah.
I played. What was it? I played recently Resident Evil 2 remake and Resident Evil 3 remake. After they did the RT patches, and those games they somehow figured out how to make a bad game, which is the third game, into something that is actually playable. You know.
Yeah.
It's good. It's all right. You know. It's not killing anybody. So
Absolutely.
I want 4.
Look at this now.
The only thing that I don't necessarily like about it, and it's just because I'm old person, I guess. I'm not that old, but
Boomer.
I'm starting to there's some characters that I like their faces more in the original game, and it's just the one. It's like one character really. But
Which one?
the new, I forget his name. He's from that town. I think he's I don't know his name off the top of my head. You run into him in a cabin.
He's that guy.
But yeah, it's
Yep.
a guy that you run into in the cabin in the middle of the game of the story. So you will see him. It's just he looks a little different. They made him younger. He's not as cool looking as I remember. He looks more scummier than I remember. But yeah, it looks great. I really hope it's not bad. And
I wonder how some of the other characters will look, like the that guy in the castle, the little like Napoleon-looking dude.
Oh, the little dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, supposedly they're also changing some of they're changing some certain enemies and stuff. Yeah, and there's no quick time events from the sounds of it. They're also doing side quests, which could be cool.
Yeah.
And from what I saw in the game, the game map or whatever, it looks like it's all consistent. Like you could actually just go all the way back. I think the original game was the same way too, right? You could go back to certain areas or no? I don't think so. If there's a certain point.
I'm picking it up. I just saw the gameplay.
Sure.
I picked it up.
Yeah, there was some backtracking to be had in the original game, but in this, it seems like there's an actual map, And I'm very curious as to how not necessarily open, but if I can really backtrack to really like earlier areas from really late,
Well, we'll see. I know you couldn't do that in the original. I mean, it was 2 discs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would have you swap back to the first one.
Right. Yeah, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, because they did that with Resident Evil 8. You could go anywhere in the village.
Right.
Like you go back to blah blah blah. Certain things were closed off, but essentially you could look around for the most of that.
So my question is this the end of the line for these remakes? Will they do it with 5?
They're gonna do it with 5.
I'm playing it.
They're gonna do it with 5. They're gonna do it with 5. If they've done like 2, 3, and 5, I don't know about the first Resident Evil.
You know which one they really need to remake is number 6 and do it right.
They're gonna do it with 5, 6, and they're probably gonna later on do the first one or something.
That'd be so crazy.
They already did the first one technically. Like there's Resident Evil 0
I know, but the actual remake.
But you want like a real one, not the GameCube one.
Right. Yeah, the GameCube one's not bad though. It's not bad though. It's actually really good.
It still holds up. Yeah, it still holds up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, if they really want to go back on 1, they'll do it and stuff. I know 5.
1 wouldn't be a bad
probably
idea.
6.
Yeah.
5 for Veronica. They were probably talking
Veronica.
about sure.
Veronica, yeah, Code Veronica.
But they're like downplaying Veronica. But 5 definitely, I feel like they're gonna do next.
Yeah,
6
if they do
later.
5, they'll be really crazy. Dimitri and I have been recently playing, or have been playing through it over the year.
Yep.
Over last year.
I have it actually, the Windows version on my Steam Deck, and it runs really a fluid 60 FPS.
The game is awesome. I mean, it's awesome when you're playing with somebody else, but when you're playing a lot, you want to.
Well, would they do 5 next, or would they do Revelations?
I feel like they're gonna do. I feel like they're gonna do.
Leave Revelation alone.
Like Revelation's too recent.
Yeah.
Maybe 0.
I feel like they're gonna do 5 next.
Yeah.
5, if not 0. I don't know.
So we got 4. They did 2, 3, and 4 basically, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Too soon. Let us get this 4.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Let's get this 4.
Of course, this one's going to be a big one. People are looking forward to it. It's going to review well. We all know that. Probably contender for Game of the Year this year.
As long as it's not buggy, I think it'll be fine.
I doubt it'll be buggy.
That's what I'm saying. As long as it's not buggy, I think this looks like it's in the green. It looks like they put way too much work into this.
Hey, yo, that collector's edition looks pretty cool though.
What is it?
Does it come with the chainsaw?
Comes with the game and a steelbook, extra DLC pack product. So it basically comes with the deluxe edition, digital soundtrack, Leon S. Kennedy statue. I guess like a new one.
Another one
with the shotgun.
Statue.
Okay.
An art book, a special map,
Wait.
and
but no chainsaw controller. Come on.
No.
Re-release the chainsaw controller, yo.
Hey, you get a map this time, like a nice map.
That would be tight.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it is.
Controller, boys, let it loose.
Let's go. Cool.
All right.
Hey, so this is going to be a big week for Nintendo fans, if rumors are true. There should be a Nintendo Direct this week. That's the rumor out there. Got a lot of people talking about it.
Twilight Princess, please.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sorry.
Dude.
What if there's a pre-order bonus for Tears of the Kingdom where you get Twilight Princess?
Dude, if they do another Master Quest type deal, like when they release the disc, like the not the Master Quest, but the collection, for pre-ordering Wind Waker. If they do that,
the Platinum
Collection. That game is selling out immediately. That game
It's
would
gonna
not
sell out
last just
immediately
because of
either
the
way.
pre-order bonus.
You
Well,
know,
regardless, it would go 3 times as fast.
there's one thing I know about Nintendo: they don't need pre-order bonuses.
Dude, no,
You
they're
know?
gonna sell that a pop. They're not gonna release that as a pre. Dude, that would be the holy
feel
grail
like-
once again.
I feel like they're gonna
Pre-order
release
bonuses.
Zelda Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and then some other port. I don't remember. I don't know if there's
Wind
any
Waker.
other port, but Wind Waker. I feel like they're gonna do that, like they did with Mario Collection. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, Sabby's hot take is that he thinks is gonna feel a little bit like how God of War Ragnarok came out, and it will feel more of the same thing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm feeling like.
The thing is that they're kind of, from what I understand from the game, which it's just as much as you guys. It's going to be taking place mostly above Hyrule, right? Kind of in the sky. So I kind of see maybe a crossover between some of the mechanics of Skyward Sword. Maybe you can fly from place to place. That would be cool.
So I was thinking about that. I think what I think the cross mechanic that we're thinking about, or that kind of like that little bit of a cross that we're talking about, that cross of an intersection between like Skyward Sword. Yeah. I think what we're gonna get is we've played Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah.
Almost everybody's played it here.
Hey, are you trying to get it?
You know
are you trying to get a physical copy of Resident Evil 4?
I don't know, maybe.
Because at GameStop I was looking for PS5, bro, and Deluxe is sold out. Not available.
Well, yeah, man, people want that game, man.
That's
it's
crazy.
Good.
Yeah.
It looked good after seeing that gameplay. How
That's
the
crazy.
heck do you not want that? But what I think's about to happen with that Zelda game is that it's gonna be in Skyward Sword you had the overworld, right? The like not the kind of like the soft overworld where you could like fly around with your little loft wing, and you would see all these islands like kind of strewn about. I think by the end of by the beginning of the game, we're gonna have Hyrule Field, regardless.
Right.
I think Hyrule Field will be there. There'll be changes, but what will happen is that you're gonna have these massive structures of land, like all over floating in the game world, because one of the most I think one of the most underutilized things in Breath of the Wild was the actual airspace. Yeah, you had all of these like landforms and all of that, and it just, for whatever reason, it feels empty. Even if you have like a whole bunch of enemies fighting in front of you in the middle of a grassland, it still feels very empty. And what would fill in that emptiness would be giant floating structures that you could get to if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
And that will fill in the game.
And potentially underground.
We need dungeons. That's a must.
I mean, I'm thinking back to the first trailer where they go underground. It's Link and it's Zelda, and they come across, like, I'm assuming, a reanimated Ganon.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I don't think it's Ganon.
Well, I don't know.
My issue.
It could, if it's Ganon, that'll be very interesting. But I don't know. I don't know if it's Ganon.
Right.
What's scaring me is. Yeah. Oh, continue. Sorry.
Oh,
my
yeah.
bad.
Well, at the end of that trailer too, I mean, Hyrule Castle floats up into the sky.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah. I mean, will it be the same landscape as Breath of the Wild?
No, it will have familiar things, but obviously things have changed, right?
Right.
I like to think that we're gonna go back to kind of like, in a sense, to Link to the Past, where
like Dark World.
Not necessarily Dark World, but the idea of there being more landmass in the game world, than you thought. And by having like a whole bunch of landmass in the air and then having everything still kind of exist at the bottom, it would give you the idea that there's twice as much of the game.
Yeah.
What scares me is the scale of the game on this current Switch hardware. I don't know if it's going to be like.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. Okay.
I'm not afraid. I'll tell you why. Monolith with that upscaler that they released with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, it's going into that game.
Yeah.
And the things that they pulled off in that game should not be happening on that tablet, but it is. It's honestly magical. If you haven't played Xenoblade 3, you really should. It's amazing. I don't know. I haven't played a JRPG for 100 hours straight in a long time. I haven't played one like that since Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm telling you, Alex, you're a graphics whore. Play that game. You're not gonna have a doubt in your mind that Zelda's gonna come out fine because the Monolith Soft did the parts of the landscape of the original Breath of the Wild. They helped with the development, so why wouldn't you think they're gonna take tech from that and slap it onto that game?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's just because Breath of the Wild already looks impressive as it is, like with its cell shading, and I love cell shading. I love
And you also gotta remember that game was developed for Wii U, and how much like I'm pretty sure the Wii U is technically besides maybe CPU power, but GPU power is more underpowered than the actual Switch. So they should have
yeah, it's crazy to think
they should
about.
have
Yeah,
headroom as to how much. I
the
don't
the
know.
Wii U is a little bit more powerful than the 360 and PS3.
This is gonna be
as
cool,
well.
man. Zelda's about to
So,
be tight.
yeah,
Zelda's about to be tight, yo.
Yeah.
Zelda's about to be tight.
Can't wait for it. Hopefully, we actually get some news.
That's probably around the time the Yuzu emulator will skyrocket, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like people are
Can
gonna
we
be
play that
working
on the
to
Steam
get
Deck?
that.
No problem.
Yeah, like people are gonna go
Oh.
nuts. So that's what happens every single time. Like a major Nintendo game comes out, the PC community and those people who make those emulators get right to it because they want to play that the best way possible. Like they're gonna get to it.
Yep. Also, there's been some rumors about the Advance Wars 1 and 2 remakes coming out as soon as like next week. People are saying that there might be a February 10th release date just dropping. I mean, we know that game is ready. It was supposed to
it's
launch
super
last
ready.
year.
I mean, it could just drop anytime when they do that direct.
Yeah,
At that
it
point.
could be a shadow drop. You never know. Be like, oh, it's available today. Okay, great. Thank you, Nintendo. I think it'll probably be like a $30 release. Hopefully, it won't be full price. Maybe $40.
How much was it when people first were able to pre-order it?
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, well, it probably will just be that price.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. Hopefully that comes out. Advance Wars, great game. Love that game so much.
oh boy, eat fresh.
So the speculation is that it's happening on the 7th.
That's what rumors are
Correct.
saying, which would be what,
On a
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Mhm.
I'd expect them on a
Around
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
maybe.
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
Tuesday
that's
or
when
Wednesday
I'm
is
Wednesday.
usually when.
that's when I'm getting my hard copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, boys.
We would literally know on Monday.
Yeah, they might drop the announcement on Tuesday and then do a Wednesday morning thing. That's usually how they do it. You know.
Yeah, right. But they would tell us like literally a couple days before. So soon.
Or-
so if
or
we
the
don't
day
know by
before.
Monday, or
Yeah.
if we don't know Monday or Tuesday, then that is a guess.
Yeah.
All right.
But it could be any time. I mean, there's no strict schedule for Nintendo Direct. It could be any time during the week.
Okay.
So we'll just
Yo,
wait
I'm
and
sorry.
see.
I'm sorry for going back to this topic, but bro, I'm
Evil?
loving these Hogwarts Legacy comments,
okay.
bro.
Oh, you're good. It's Thomas. Listen, it's okay. We can touch tips. It's a fine.
Yo, okay,
What?
Alex.
Wait, whoa.
Wand tips. He's talking about wands, folks.
I mean, let's be honest though, that has to be played on PC so that I could just Avada Kedavra like literally everybody in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I bet you that's about to be a mod real quick, bro.
You know that's already like that'd be the first.
I bet you
Yeah,
somebody's
bro,
gonna
that's
make a spell where you can just like make people like where you could like pants people from like far away.
Okay.
Just all of a sudden walking and then fucking then all of a sudden walking around in their underwear, bro. What?
Panzo Downiosa.
Man. What about Subway?
Yo, we do have some off-topic things. Not
Yeah, I
necessarily
was
video
wondering.
game related.
Yeah, I'm wondering because I like Subway.
You like Subway? Well, tell you what, you're going to like it even better now. Because Subway will no longer be using pre-sliced meat. And will instead slice their meat in-house.
That's
So
probably
there's-
It's gonna take longer
It's
to
gonna
make my
take even
sandwich.
longer to get your damn sandwich.
Well,
Bruh.
unless they do it before they open, cut a whole bunch and then
maybe.
prep it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Y'all ever been to Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's?
Eh.
So
No.
I haven't
Jersey
been to one of those
Mike's,
in a while.
the way they do it, when you're ordering your food, right? It's similar to Subway, But they have less options, of course, as far as veggies go. But when you order your sandwich, they just slice it and then put it on the bread, like right then and there. It's like the first step. What kind of meat you want, They just slice it, put it right on there, and it's good. Jersey Mike's is like really good sandwiches. So hopefully the quality of Subway will be going up soon.
Yeah, they need to change the bread. They need to change a lot. They need to change the tuna that supposedly has no tuna.
Yo, there's a sign at Subway now that says, yes, we use real tuna. Please check this QR code if you want more information.
Yeah.
Yes,
If it wasn't real tuna, they should call it tuna, bro.
No, supposedly they could not find any DNA traces of tuna in their tuna. That's how that went down, yo.
I mean, if it's like a situation where it's tuna in the same way that, when you order like crab rangoons, it's imitation crab, that's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like tuna flavored something or another. Mystery meat. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you're ordering a tuna sandwich from Subway, you know what you're getting into, though. Hey, what's your favorite Subway sandwich combo? What do you get?
Turkey.
You get turkey?
I rarely ever eat there, so.
Turkey.
The only real sandwich, weirdly enough, that I enjoyed was the meatball sandwich, or like the one with the marinara sauce.
Yo, meatball's good.
Okay,
Meatball is good.
Yo, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm a Wawa, bro. Okay.
Wawa?
Okay.
Yeah, Wawa.
You drink water?
Wait, what?
Drinking water?
Wawa.
All right, I'm gonna have to lay some East Coast knowledge on you. So Wawa is a convenience store / gas station that is on the East Coast, or at least it is on the East Coast mostly. I think they've started going west a little bit. I think there's some in Texas, but it's mostly on the Eastern Seaboard. I think the farthest northern one is, I think, mostly just New Jersey, and then everything else is below that, all the way down to Florida. And then Pennsylvania has some too.
So what? They got good sandwiches?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Gas station ass sandwiches?
Nah, bro. This is legit like sandwiches. The store itself, Wawa, started out as a convenience store.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. They didn't sell gas originally.
I mean, yeah. To be
Right?
fair,
It was an actual convenience store.
especially around like New Jersey, New York City.
And they're open 24 hours, bruh.
Convenience store delis are definitely a thing, and they have bomb food. Like you can't go to New York City without getting yourself an egg cream.
A few topics I want to touch base on after you guys are done talking.
Yeah, well, my favorite Subway combo. By the way, if I'm on the East Coast, place I get sandwiches, Wegmans, 100% of the time. Hulk, you ever been to Wegmans?
A supermarket?
No, man. It's not just a supermarket.
It is.
No, it's not. They have a whole deli counter, and they make subs in-house with their own bread.
It's a supermarket.
They got
Every
a
other
bomb
supermarket has a
buffet.
deli counter that can make you sandwiches.
Oh, hell no. It's not like Wegmans, dude. They got a 14-inch giant-ass sub you
Stop
can
and
get.
Shop.
It's
Stop and
so
Shop
good.
can make you sandwiches.
So good.
Bro.
You have no idea. Go to a Wegmans, get yourself a sub. Do yourself a favor. Anyways,
Bro.
my favorite combo from Subway, I get the All-American Club. It's ham, it's turkey, it's bacon, okay? With all of the veggies except for pickles and olives. I'm getting lettuce, I'm getting spinach, cucumbers, tomatoes, all that shit.
Can I tell you something? A lot of sandwiches, they started in either Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or New York.
Yeah, I know.
So
Wegmans is New York.
yeah.
Wegmans was born and raised in New York, bro. Rochester.
But they're not that. I don't even think they're that old, are they?
They've been around for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always thought they were a newer store because
No.
they're just like a giant supermarket.
No, they've been popping up
basically.
everywhere though, but they started upstate New York. They've been around for a long time,
All
just
right.
like Dinosaur Barbecue. It's kind of spread around now too.
All right.
Started in Syracuse though.
Hey, but you know what?
Yeah.
Nothing beats a good bagel from Jersey or New York.
Wegmans got good bagels too. Just saying.
Bagel. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a supermarket bagel.
Yo,
okay?
go to Wegmans. You have no idea what you're talking about until you go to Wegmans.
Talking about an actual legit bagel from a bagel shop, bro.
Well, I know what you're saying. Okay, I get it. Jewish deli bagels, best
Specializing in
bagels.
my-
I
Yeah,
get it.
man,
It's
come
spear.
on.
I know. You got to go to
These
Watkins.
guys are fighting about some bagels right now.
I'm not fighting. I agree. Bagels.
All right, wait.
Good.
You're from my area. I know you probably don't know that, but what do you call it? Taylor ham or see that pork roll? What you call it?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
Taylor
you don't
ham?
know you don't know the beef, bro, between North and South Jersey?
I don't care about Jersey. Nobody from New York
Oh,
cares
okay.
about New Jersey.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't give a
Yeah,
shit
you
about
give us all
Jersey.
your trash, bro.
Excuse me?
What?
Now, ladies.
You are our trash.
It's okay, ladies. It's okay. It's okay. You guys can whack every dicks later. We're on a podcast, okay?
I'm chilling, bro.
Look, you ever watch The Sopranos? Of course you watch The Sopranos, right?
I didn't watch all of it.
Heard of it?
You know what the whole story
I've
of
heard
The
of it.
Sopranos is? New Jersey gangsters think they compete with New York. They lose. Just saying.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
Just saying.
Alright, but I mean, nobody ever really made a movie or whatever about gangsters in New York, bro.
Gangs
Unless
of
it's
New
just
York?
like, yeah. I mean, not
What
like
the hell are you talking
like
about? The Godfather?
not like an actual. Well, yeah, The Godfather is. I guess. Well, no, but they use
Goodfellas.
Jersey in The Godfather. What are you talking about? Yeah, bro.
We have all the gangster movies. What are you talking about?
Good
Anyways.
gangster movies.
Yeah, okay. Liberty City, bro. New York.
Oh, whatever, bro. Liberty City doesn't even exist, bro.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go there. You know he's right.
Remember? Wait. Remember, I was playing Vice City, and I said I heard that there was a commercial on there, and they said Times Square. So I was like, wait a minute. Liberty City doesn't really actually even exist. It's like, is this like a separate universe? Like what? Because they actually mentioned Times Square. I was like, that's so weird.
Yeah, well, Times Square exists in Liberty City, dude.
Yeah, but it has a different name.
Nope.
Yes, it does. It's called Star Junction.
Nope.
You ever looked at it? Yes.
Also, True
yes.
Crime Streets of New York, great game. All right.
What's it though when it first
Wait,
came
what?
out? What I remember was everybody complaining that that game ran bad. That's literally what I remember. Oh
It
man.
was so good, though. You could, like, shoot the gas caps and blow up cars as they're driving by.
No Snoop Dogg though, right?
Snoop Dogg was in True Crime Streets of LA.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
I know.
Yeah, that's LA.
Playable character. Dude, I can still play that on PC to this day, dude. It's
There
insane.
you go. Alex, what do you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, there's a couple important topics. So Microsoft, the 360 store is going through some issues, and it says right here, Microsoft is
360
pulling
store.
down. Yeah,
It's still up.
Microsoft is pulling. Yeah, it's still up
Yeah,
for now.
I think you can join people's parties still through a 360.
Yeah, Microsoft is pulling many beloved games off the 360 store next week, and then we'll. And it's by The Verge. You guys can see the link down in the description.
Yeah,
below.
it was like I forget, like
Which
more
games?
than a few games.
Yeah, I'll list them off actually
I
right
mean,
here.
To be fair,
says-
buying digital games on 360 was never a big thing. You know,
I-
they didn't really
I-
start until the Xbox One came out.
I don't really care for digital, man. I just if I have to, I'll do it, but I just don't care for it.
At
And it
least
says
with
right
that
here,
generation, all the games were on the disc. 100%
Yeah.
of them. You know.
yeah, especially Minute Club releasing its
Yeah, they also
complete
had
edition
Sneak
later
King,
on.
remember? Oh, it was a good game.
Oh yeah, that was. A
I
good game.
actually have that.
That was
You
like
have
the
Sneak King?
only cross-gen game between
Nice.
the original Xbox and 360. I remember that. Both games, one disc. Thanks, Burger King.
That's nice.
It says right here, like the list of games: it says Jet Set Radio, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2,
Really?
Spelunky. Yeah,
Those aren't just
and
regular games. Yeah,
Oh,
keep
no.
on.
Those are top.
and it says Spelunky and the Orange Box, which is kind of unfortunate.
So
Orange
mostly
boxes.
every Steam
Yeah.
game. Yo.
Yep.
Valve.
What is
dropping
going on?
support for
I don't
360.
know what's going on, but like
Which-
something weird.
Makes sense because at least with the Orange Box, you know, they have Team Fortress 2 on there.
Well, it had
which is an
Portal. It had
old
Portal
version.
in Half-Life 2, right?
Yeah, Portal's on there. Half-Life
Dude,
2's
that-
on
the-
there. Episode 1
the Orange
and Episode
box.
2.
The Orange
I
box,
have
dude.
this week.
That's depressing. But like the Orange Box had so many achievements. That was like one of the coolest games ever.
That's how I first played Portal.
That's like the better version of it because it released on PS3 as well, and that was just like apparently Gabe Newell like
Yeah, he
said
hated
some
the
pretty
PS3.
shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said some pretty damning things about the PS3. So it's just like he's not wrong. He's not wrong, dude.
He's not wrong yet. The government wanted a whole bunch of them as their servers, so I don't know, man.
Yep.
I thought they did that.
That's what
Didn't
I'm
they
saying.
take a bunch of them and built this big ass supercomputer out of that shit?
That's what I'm saying. He's saying all this, yet the government over here bought that to make a supercomputer.
Well, he couldn't port games to it, so that makes sense. Might as well use them for that.
All right.
It was good at data management, that's for sure.
Hey, but apparently he got through it with the PS2, with the sorry, Portal 2 at least.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also
and then
been
that basically broke the PlayStation Network. But
yeah, it's also been hinted that the 360 store is going to be closing down soon, and it's been confirmed that the 360 won't be closing down anytime soon, despite what the Xbox support
there's
page
no need
says.
to, I think, because the 360 is connected to the same network and whatnot. You know, there's no reason not to. Like, and people still use that shit for Netflix.
The weird thing is if they were to turn it like completely shut it down, what's going to happen to the 360 games that are back compat on the Xbox One?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
No, right.
Who cares?
Well,
and maybe Lizard Squad will do something. I don't
know. Yeah, they're gone.
See what happens with that.
It's been a report also that Halo Infinite won't be getting a story DLC. You guys
I know.
were interested about that.
You don't have to twist that knife.
What was the last time they did a story DLC for a Halo game?
And
never.
And they're switching to Unreal.
Supposedly they were never like so. They're trying to come out and say that the fans were expecting that and they never were doing it. That's what they were saying.
Damn.
And that's
just shutting down speculation.
Okay, now wait up. I got real hot things to say about this. If that's the case, why the heck did your game feel like it was a prequel? Like or a beginning to something that was already that already had happened in a weird way. Like that game felt like it started the moment you finished it.
Right.
So
they could drop Halo Infinite too.
And they're acting like they weren't gonna do it, dude. They had biomes set and ready, dude. I'm sure for a fact that they had some story DLC like working out. So you're telling me that you introduced an entire new enemy that we're not even gonna see the light or day of?
Yeah.
Some about that seems like smells like can I say it? Bullshit, you know?
Well, they got to lead it into the next one, you know.
It smells like bullshit to me. But other than that, then they're also saying that they're dropping the 10-year plan with Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
They're swapping to Unreal. But here's also there's problems with that. This is where I think we're gonna stop getting Halo games to stop feeling like Halo games. We're gonna be putting these games in an Unreal Engine. It's gonna feel like every other game out there. I think that I think some about having your own proprietary game engine is cool because you can then make this engine to do what you want for your like if you want your game to do something specifically. You're gonna need your own game engine.
Yeah.
You know,
did they mention if it was gonna be Unreal 4 or 5?
5. Most definitely 5.
It's 5. It's definitely gonna be 5. The problem is they just developed this engine for specifically Halo Infinite.
They lost a lot of money. Yeah, they lost a lot of money.
And they did a lot of layoffs too.
Here's the problem. You don't just do something and then only stick half your foot in and then pull out. What were you guys doing? I'm angry.
Well,
if you can't tell.
I'm not. I wasn't. I was just. It was just kind of a topic.
I'm angry about that because
they dropped it half baked. You know. That's
the game
has
my frustration with that game is that it has so much potential. Like the actual mechanics and movement, the shooting, all of that feels great. The big problem with that game is the other half. And what's the other half? The freaking maps. The maps are not good. The maps are bad. If you can just overhaul these maps and have like some good maps, you might have a fun game. But it's too late, right? It's a little too late for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if when they released Forge this last what was it, like when was that, Dimitri?
Like
Winter?
winter, like
Early winter?
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
fall.
all the community members of that game, all right,
Uh-huh.
made some really dope maps that I was like, I'm playing Halo. Oh my god, this is good. And then you go back to playing the quick play matches, and you're like, oh, dude, it's taking my energy. Like,
I
something
mean-
about it. It like kills you as you're playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I mean, in a way, they're hinting at another Halo, but at the same time, I don't know if they're going to
well,
send it to Halo Infinite.
they're supposedly they have a different team that is working on a kind of like extension to that they originally supposed there was another thing that I was reading that they were saying that the battle royale that they were making, it eventually turned into something else.
I mean,
So
at the end of the day, now 343 is not on it, like because they completely dismantled that. Now it's going to be a
yeah,
whole.
so I think they're doing something with that, and I think that's the project that we're gonna get next. And as to what it is, I have no clue, because clearly it might have battle royale, but it might not now, right? You know,
Yeah.
it might be something else.
Do
Mhm.
we need Battle Royale for Halo?
I think it's a cool idea. Some dude just made a BR in Forge. Literally,
Cool, yeah.
you spawn, everybody spawns in like a hangar, and you go out out the hangar, and it spawns you somewhere on this random huge part of the map.
Mhm.
Literally, that dude made it.
Yeah,
It
but
works, right?
And it works. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
straight
that's
up BR.
fucking cool.
with the weapons
That's
in
fucking-
Halo, though, they're all kind of just set. There's no upgrades. There's no like mythic weapons you can get other than like
Right.
the power
See,
weapons.
that's something they would have to overhaul, right? Like,
Right.
what would you consider an attachment system for a Halo game? That's something that's that no one has really touched, right?
Right.
Um, that is also, that's probably what they're working on, as
Yeah.
far as we know, right?
That's the
You
thing,
know,
is
like
the weapons are already kind of balanced for, Slayer, basically, right?
right. Well, the thing about Halo is that I would say it's like Unreal Tournament. You know, like you know where weapon spawns. Everybody spawns with a set weapons. Besides Halo 4, everybody spawns with their weapons, and it's pretty much an even game. And it's a constant tug of war for the power weapons,
Mhm.
and shutting down that guy who is going on a streak. That whole aspect of that game is gonna get canned once they do that, and at that point, are we really playing a Halo game anymore, or are we just playing a first-person shooter game that says it's Halo?
Probably the first person that has the Halo namesake.
Right.
Yeah,
Cash grab,
that's where we're
no.
getting closer to that, and it's a little bit, I don't know, man. Halo is like something that I grew up with my entire life. Like, literally, like, I want to say my first Halo game was like back in like first grade. You know, that's just been in my whole entire life, and the way that it's changing, I don't like it.
Halo
I
isn't
don't
Halo
like it.
anymore.
No, not at all.
That's it.
I don't like it. I mean, Halo Infinite is good. The only problem is the maps. They that ruined them.
Yeah.
That alone ruined them.
Like, I don't want
Supposedly
to
they
play the
had
same two maps constantly,
supposedly they had like contractors from Russia working on that, and then the whole war broke out,
Right.
and so that killed the development from that side. That helped the development from that side. So, yeah.
So Halo Infinite's in a tough spot right now.
Halo Infinite is probably in the worst spot any franchise could be right now.
Halo
Yeah.
Infinite's been in a tough spot since it launched.
Yeah. So we got a new announcement. Ubisoft has now confirmed that there's a third crew game called the Crew Motorfest, and it continues an underrated series in 2023. And it says right here, Ubisoft has announced the third game in its open world racing franchise, The Crew, with the Crew Motorfest planned for 2023, launch on all consoles. So, I mean, this apparently is going to be kind of like Forza Horizon 4 or 5 or something. They're going
What's
for that
the-
theme, I guess.
What's the setting?
The setting, let me see if it says anything right here, because it says right here there will also be early access inside our program beginning the 1st of February 2023. Well, that's kind of cool. On PC with console players invited to later date. If you guys have a PC, where the two games focused on boasted, or where the first two games in the series boasted an open world map that encompassed the entirety of the United States. Albeit I can't read apparently, albeit in heavily condensed and format.
So the same map.
Appears that the Crew Motorfest will be home into its scope dramatically. The game will be set solely in the U.S. state of Hawaii.
Again.
Oh, okay, so it's just
Hawaii though. Yeah, but it's gonna
they're
be
adding
like
Hawaii,
inside.
or is it
Yeah,
just Hawaii?
It's
It's
just
gonna
Hawaii.
be just Hawaii,
Right.
So you
and
basically
more
just
specifically the
Ohio.
island of Ohio.
Oahu.
Where the capital Oahu, yeah,
Oahu.
Honolulu.
where the capital
Waikiki.
of Honolulu, what you said, is situated. So yeah, it's going to be based in Hawaii. That's
So they're basically just doing a test drive.
It's a
Okay.
small ass map, let me tell you already.
didn't they originally from what I've heard originally the Crew, like the very first
At least
one
it could
was
be
going to be
faithful to
called
it.
Free.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
true.
small
Well,
map.
I mean, now that map is since that map is small, because that island is not that big,
It's not.
they could probably easily do the whole thing 1-to-1.
Yeah, that's the good thing about that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
I'm
settings
excited.
in Oahu too. Like that's the thing. The landscape there is gorgeous. Oh my god, Oahu is literally the setting of Jurassic Park. You know.
Well, I mean, the problem is seeing how they did. I mean, well, the Crew 2 was better than the first game in terms of the graphics and all that, but it's like
I just didn't like the fact that they toned it down and made it more goofy. Ubisoft is known for doing that. They'll release a game taking it more seriously. They'll release it second more goofy, and then they'll release it kind of in the middle
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Like it's just
like I said,
something...
I still didn't like how the game had all those janky ass turns. It made no sense.
Yeah.
Like
And
I'm like, yo, these roads look like they were built on a PS2, man. Like what the hell?
My issue is
What?
like, yeah, I mean, Chris even brought this up when I was talking about this last time. Is it's probably going to have an online only connection yet again.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with the other two games later on. If you paid like $60 for them in the past and stuff, and they sunset it, there goes your money. And so if they
I don't
do
care.
an
I
offline
platinum
mode,
those.
I know, but if they do an offline mode, then it'll make more sense
Well,
in my
the
opinion.
second game didn't even need an online, to be honest.
Yeah,
You didn't even need to connect online to play it, really.
But it's required
I mean,
all the time.
you still connected to their server, but there was literally no reason unless you were gonna play with somebody.
3 letters, baby. DRM.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I have an idea actually that could be really cool. So the first 2 Crew games, the whole United States, right? What if they took that concept and basically integrated it into the same sort of concept that Microsoft Flight Simulator did, and did a whole ass GPS world with cars? Would that be cool?
Hey, Crew 4.
That would be cool, but it would just be a lot more work. I mean, like you got to think about like when you're flying, you're just taking screenshots of the top of the cities and stuff. Like once we're getting down to like
just do
1-to-1.
Google Street View instead.
We have to wait for the PS6
just Google.
to come out for that.
Google.
Yo, I want to drive by my house and be like, yo, I live here.
Yo.
Yeah,
Let me go stalk my ex-girlfriend really quick.
I do donuts in my parking lot, bro.
They're gonna use their Bing Maps. That's what they're gonna use.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
you'll see
not
yourself
big.
as an NPC right next on that street.
Be like, hey.
Man, if they're gonna do that, which I know they're thinking about, it's gonna be on PS6 and Xbox Series name, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Xbox Series Z, bro.
Z.
Z Nation.
No. Next Xbox is gonna be called Really Series. Xbox Really Series.
No, they'll actually just go out with the 720 this time. It'll be real this
720,
time.
yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
to be
go to
honest,
720,
Xbox, I don't
yo,
even
that's
know
what
why
it's real.
their whole naming convention was stupid.
Yo, they should just drop the box. Like, forget Xbox. Let's go with X Tesseract. Some 4-dimensional
No, I
shape
want
that I
X
can't even
sphere,
comprehend.
bro.
The X sphere.
Well, come to Gamesphere.
remember from Drake and Josh, he wanted the Sphero or whatever it was called. He was
Sphero.
like, I want the Sphero because it's spherical. I'm like, what? Stupid.
Wow.
It's like introducing the polyhedron.
Or they'll just call it Xbox in general
Or
or
how
something
about-
like that.
How about the GameCube?
There
Oh God! Since they're partners, since they're really in line with
Nintendo sends a
Nintendo,
cease
yeah.
and desist.
Oh no.
Nintendo's like, watch your jet. Watch your jet.
Hey, so Nelson, you want to talk about the Discord problems?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, apparently. So if I don't know if it's affecting like all the GPUs. Apparently, it's not, but apparently it's affecting anything that's like a 360 Ti or 380 Ti or something around there. It'll force it down to like 200 megahertz. It'll slow your GPU down. It's been said that NVIDIA is working on a fix, meaning like probably a driver, which is not going to solve everything for everybody. But also, Discord announced that they're also going to like work on like a fix on their side
Yeah.
pretty soon as well. I think the major fix that would actually fix this is Discord side, because what NVIDIA is stating, I'm probably going to find the link to this later on once this video is uploaded. What NVIDIA is doing is they're giving you like a tutorial, I guess, on how to fix it in the meantime until they can figure it out.
You have
So
to
yeah,
roll back a driver or something. What's the deal with
Yeah.
that?
no, it's a Discord problem.
Will that also
Originally.
affect you if you're using the web version of Discord, like in your
Probably
browser?
not.
That's a good question.
Probably not.
That's a good question.
I hope.
Yeah.
I don't. You shouldn't. It should just slow down. Maybe it will just run Chrome harder.
Yeah.
Or whatever you're using.
More RAM.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the RAM.
You know how
It's
it's
like
just
running 400
taking up
tabs at once.
30 gigs of RAM. What the hell? I don't know.
So
Dude, I think disabling hardware acceleration might have fixed it. I haven't noticed anything.
Yeah.
Then
I mean,
again,
if it's something that really is affecting those cards, dang, that sucks.
yeah,
You know, at that point.
you
But
said it was a 3080 series?
I
you
have.
said
That's what
3060
it
and 3080.
Yeah.
Something like
maybe, and it says like maybe more GPUs might be affected. Says those ones suspected.
that. Probably just any RTX card, maybe
Right.
any NVIDIA RTX
yeah.
card.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
on
on the
a-
1660 Ti.
I'm on 10
Oh,
I'm
you're
on a
probably
10
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm on
that thing's a beast.
Yeah.
I'm on a 1050 Ti low profile. I haven't noticed anything, but then again, I have Discord closed when I'm not like using it entirely.
Low-key
So
beast.
I mean, Discord devs have been notoriously, not great when it comes to supporting new platforms. I mean, their Linux support is absolutely buns. It's really bad. If you try to run Discord on like the Steam Deck, for example, you can share your screen, but you cannot share audio. It's really
That's so
interesting.
dumb.
And that's a Linux problem. Discord's Linux support is really, really bad.
Can't you
But
just
they don't
like
address any of the problems either. They don't make updates for
can
Linux.
you just put the Windows version on Steam Deck and run it through Proton?
That's a good question. Maybe.
Yeah.
But it might
That'll
have
solve it.
functionality problems. But then
I
again,
tried to
if
do
you're
that
doing
with the
then-
Xenia. I tried to do that with the Xenia because I was like thinking, oh, I got a clever idea. Put it on there and stuff, and it didn't work.
Yeah, well, not everything will work with Proton, unfortunately.
I know.
Um,
God, that was like that one day where I was testing shit on it, and it's just like, I got an idea. So I so wanted badly to play Flat Out Ultimate Carnage, and I have like the 360 ISO version.
Yep.
Right, and that can run really well. That's optimized pretty well on Xenia. So I just said fuck it, until a Zoom platform released it on theirs, and I can run it on Steam Deck. As for right now, Flat Out Ultimate Carnage on Steam Deck, the Steam version is completely unplayable. It will not launch. So,
Yep.
But if you have like the DRM free version, it'll launch just fine. But yeah, interesting topics today.
It was fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good time.
The
Hey, just quick shout out. Like a Dragon Ishin, bro. Come on. It's
Yep.
about to be dope.
It's gonna be dope.
Yep.
After 9 years,
I
we're
still have
finally
to
gonna
play
get
through
a.
Can I shout out GOG and Zoom platform for doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't see why not.
Yeah,
CD
all right,
Projekt needs all the PR they can get.
shout out to GOG and shout out to Zoom platform for making games easier to play on Steam Deck. Thank you guys so much.
There you go.
Yeah, that was fun, guys. That was
Yeah.
today's podcast. It was pretty chill. We didn't even expect Corster to jump in today, but he sure as hell
Thank
did.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Corster.
The more people, the better. It's always nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I got this recorded as well. I mean, whoever's upload, I don't know. I just
There you guys can
Figure-
cut
All
it
right.
whenever.
Well, hey, thank you everybody for joining,
yeah.
and we'll see y'all next week.
Yep.
It's just chilling, talking. That's good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Peace.
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 Can I shout out GOG and Zoom platform for doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't see why not.
Yeah,
CD
all right,
Projekt needs all the PR they can
shout out to GOG and shout out to Zoom platform for making games easier to play on Steam Deck. Thank you guys so much.
There you go.
Well, that was fun, guys. That was
Yeah.
today's podcast. It was pretty chill. We didn't even expect Corster to jump in today, but he sure as hell
Thank
did.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Corster.
Yeah, the more people, the better. It's always nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I got this recorded as well. I mean, whoever's upload, I don't know. I just
You guys
Figure
can
it
All
cut it
right.
whenever.
Well, hey, thank you everybody for joining,
yeah.
and we'll see y'all next week.
Yep.
Just chilling, talking.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.